All right, enough of that. Let's get ready to go. Up front tonight, it will be Harley Barletta and David Garman. Then Jared Heasley and Jeff Hinkle. Kyle Holden and AJ Godsey are in the third row. Aiden the Kid Trevette and Zach Henson in the fourth row. Richie West and Kevin Reed rounding out the top 10. Jason Rome in 11th. Rick Sargent is in 12th. 13th is Lord Topher Baltimore, and 14th is Matt Johnston. Not the biggest field we've ever had out here. A lot of guys with summer vacation starting, there was a lot of guys that knew they couldn't make it, but most of the top 10 are here, or most of the playoff drivers are here, I should say, except for one glaring absence. That is JJ Parr. He is not here tonight, so he will be out of the playoffs after tonight, unless he miraculously comes in here and at the last second, drives really fast, laps the entire field, and wins. Given that it's JJ Parr, anything is possible. That dude's awesome. Aaron Mason pointing out, Bill Percy was driving deaf and blind last night. Due to computer issues, Bill had no audio for the first part of the race, and his view was completely off, and it was a bit wonky for Bill. All right, as they grid, it will be 2 pace laps and then the green flag. Looking through the field, the first 2 rows, all the cars are about the same. The 18 of Kyle Holden has a new paint scheme tonight, as does AJ Godsey. Aiden the Kid Trevette driving a Hooters car tonight. Is he even old enough? He's 18. Is he old enough to go to Hooters? Zach Henson on the outside running a new paint scheme during the playoffs. Richie West, as always, has some of the coolest paint schemes out there, and it looks like Kevin Reed has updated the Finelli Ironworks Cup car. Jason Rome in his usual paint scheme, it looks like. Rick Sargent in the new Bud Light paint scheme. Matt Johnston back there, it looks like his usual, and Topher Baltimore running that beautiful HTSAI paint. Gotta love it. All right, make sure you're hitting that share button, like, follow us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. All those links are at htsai.net. And you can find our broadcast schedule for the whole week, like later tonight, Fast and Fun Variety, like tomorrow night, the Outlaw Triple Header, like Tuesday night, when XCal returns, like Wednesday night with the Outlaw Xfinity and Pro Late Model Series. But most importantly, right now, it is like tonight as the pace car pulls off and we go green flag racing with the BRR Cup Series. Here they come. Barney waves the green flag and we are underway. 160 laps. They have 4 total sets of tires here tonight, 1 fast repair, and a 70% fuel load, as David Garman is already checking out from the field. Jared Heasley has some problems coming off too. He's way loose, manages to save it. Everybody comes around. We'll watch mid-pack to see if there's any problems. There's a tendency to drift up. Jared Heasley managed to keep it straight though, or off the track, so we are staying green. And David Garman has started to open up a bit of a lead over Harley Barletta, almost half a second. But this track is abrasive. It does burn your tires up rather quickly, and that is often the tracks that Harley Barletta excels at. We'll see if he can get back up there, and we'll see if he can beat Kyle Holden here tonight. If he can, he could take the points lead. Just 4 points between Kyle and Harley coming into tonight after race number 1. The bottom 3 in points here tonight will be eliminated from the playoffs. Quick check on Jared Heasley. He has got the car righted. He managed to keep it off the wall and clean. Now he has just got to wait for either an accident or a competition caution. Matt Johnston in the 93 has already picked up 3 positions. As he started way in the back, he is still working his way forward, but he has picked up the most positions so far. Jason Rome, he is picked up 2 positions already, up to 9th from 11th. Kevin Reed has picked up 2 positions. He is up to 8th. As he tries to take the high line on Zach Henson, Zach moves up and shuts the door. AJ Godsey, the fearless leader of BRR, currently running in 4th after starting in 6th place. And meanwhile, David Garman is up front, but Harley Barletta, Garman had opened up about a half a second lead. Harley Barletta was not having any of it. He is right back to the back bumper. And they have opened up a gap on Jeff Hinkle now. Harley Barletta has over a second on the 23 car of Jeff Hinkle. Jeff came into tonight 3rd in points. And here's an interesting note. 4th place, Zach Henson in points. He has 32 points. The next car down is Richie West with 25 points. So there is a gap from 4th to 5th, and then they're very, very close. From 5th back to 9th is just 5 points difference. From 5th to 1st is 13 points difference. So there will be a lot of points racing on track here tonight. Meanwhile, up front, the battle is continuing between Garman and Harley Barletta. Harley looking to the low side. Can't quite get the run down there yet. He is looking way low. Drifts up just a little bit up off turn 2. On this track, it is easier to pass on the inside through 1 and 2. On the outside through 3 and 4 has a little bit to do with the difference in banking. The way the track is, the bumps on the track, especially in turn 1, you do not want to be on that high line in turn 1. Meanwhile, back behind them, 3rd and 4th place, Jeff Hinkle and AJ Godsey. AJ has really got to run his way in here tonight. AJ was on the bubble in 10th. As they run now, Jared Heasley, JJ Parr would be the 2 cars eliminated. Would be 2 of the 3 cars, I should say. We'll have to wait and see how the night plays out for some of these guys, but AJ has got to have an awesome run here tonight to stay in the playoffs. Actually, he just needs to beat, looks like Jared Heasley and Kevin Reed. If he could jump up there and beat the 2 of them, he should be able to bump somebody else out of the playoffs. And right now, he is moving. He is up in 3rd. He is not the fastest car on track, though. The fastest lap so far has been turned by Harley Barletta. And I would imagine that was with Harley running down our leader. Aiden the Kid Trevette in 5th. Jeff Hinkle seems to be going backwards just a little bit, as here comes 5th place Aiden Trevette, Kyle Holden, Zach Henson, Jason Rome, Matt Johnston, all of them really close together. Matt Johnston is on a tear after starting in 14th. He is now up to 9th. Matt trying to work his way up. He was 7th in points. Matt is actually tied with Kevin Reed currently for 7th in points. Jared Heasley was 1 point behind. AJ Godsey 2 points behind. And Richie West 1 point ahead of those 2. But as Matt comes by Richie, now Richie West back to 10th. Matt has put himself in a much better position. Kevin Reed now back in 11th. That is another one of our guys on the bubble here tonight. Meanwhile, David Garman and Harley Barletta seem to have settled down just a little bit. They've got a 2-second lead over third place AJ Godsey. And looks like AJ is actually slowly but surely chipping away at that lead. Let's see if we can take a look. There's what we're looking for. The last 3 laps, AJ Godsey has been just a little bit faster. We're talking hundredths of a second now, tenths of a second faster than Harley Barletta. And it's not as if Harley Barletta is going slow. He is flying around the track, folks. AJ Godsey actually entered the playoffs very, very high up in the points, but due to an issue early on in the race, technical difficulties, he got in. He had to race the entire race a lap down, or 2 laps down, excuse me. Managed to get back to 1 lap down, but still finished almost last week, and definitely hurt his playoff chances. AJ Godsey being one of the best ones out here, does a great job with it. Just a bad run, or a little bit of bad luck last week. Speaking of bad luck, Topher Baltimore seems to have broke the curse. We'll see how tonight plays out. As was last night, his goal is just to finish the race. If he can finish it on the lead lap, he'll consider it a win here tonight. AJ is now 1.5 seconds back from Harley Barletta. Jeff Hinkle is losing a little bit of ground, and here comes Aiden the Kid Trevette in 5th, looking to take 4th from Hinkle. And he's got Kyle Holden right there with him. Kyle came into tonight points leader, 4-point lead over Harley Barletta. As it stands right now, he would actually lose first. So he has got to pick up some positions here, try and get up there and get some more points, close that gap down, but he does come on later in the race quite often. Meanwhile, Jeff Hinkle, the king of saving tires, the kid had run him down, got right to his back bumper several laps ago, but can't do anything with him. Jeff Hinkle tends to have another gear on the long runs. He can save tires and be fast better than most of these guys out here. Better than most drivers, to be perfectly honest. He can save tires when nobody else would even think they could go that long. He can keep it going. In fact, there's only one other driver I've seen pull off tire runs like Hinkle can do, and he'll be in our second race tonight, Robert Wynn Sr. He will be running in the Fast and Fun Variety Series. He is one that can save tires extremely well. Back up front, Garmin, half a second over Harley Barletta. AJ Godsey in 3rd is now maintaining a gap of about 1.5 seconds from our leader, or from 2nd place Harley Barletta. But Jeff Hinkle starting to reel AJ back in here. Aiden the Kid Trevette in 5th. Let's run through the field right quick. Up front is the 06 Ford of David Garman. 2nd place is the 81 Chevy of Harley Barletta. AJ Godsey in the Chevy is in third. Jeff Hinkle, the 23 Chevrolet, is in fourth. Aiden the Kid Trevette in a Ford is in fifth. Kyle Holden in the Toyota is in sixth. Must remember to say something to Kyle about that picture. That's hilarious. Zach Henson in the Toyota is in seventh. Jason Rome in the Chevy is in eighth place right now. Matt Johnston, another Toyota, in ninth. Richie West currently running in 10th in his Chevy. Rick Sargent in the Toyota is in 11th. Jared Heasley in a Toyota is up to 12th and has recovered quite a few spots here after the early incident. Kevin Reed in a Chevy is in 13th. And I just figured out where all Topher's bad luck is coming from. He's driving a Ford, but he's in 14th, and he is still going. And it's a beautiful paint job, so I really can't say much about it. All right, in about 7 more laps, they will be within their tire window. They have four total sets of tires. Now, some of these guys are going to stretch. I do not think anybody can make it to lap 80 for the competition caution. At a 70% fuel run, they should make it to about lap 60 or so. But I imagine we're going to see a few guys pit before then. I'm actually surprised we have not seen anybody pit. Actually, no, I stand correct. We might see some guys try and split this race evenly, so we might see a few people try and pit here in about 5 laps and see what they can make up. And then you'll get to see how much different a fresh set of tires, how much faster a fresh set of tires makes these cars. Right now, the leaders are running about 25-second laps. And AJ Godsey just made the pass for third as he came around Jeff Hinkle. Hinkle was trying to fight his way back on the inside. Looked like AJ might have got a little loose there coming off turn 2. Now Hinkle's going to try and fight back yet again. And right behind him, Aiden Trevette and Kyle Holden are battling. That is for 5th and 6th place. Kyle Holden sending it down into turn 1. Can he hold it on the bottom, though? Gets a little bit of a run trying to get the nose in before he gets down into turn 3. The kid will have a little advantage on the high side, but oh! The kid continues to fight back. Kyle Holden can't do anything with him yet. Thought he had a run, almost had him a couple different times there. Couldn't quite pull it off, though. AJ Godsey has now reeled in Harley Barletta. David Garman has opened up a 1.5 second lead over Barletta. And you got to give a shout out to Garman. For a guy who was not looking forward to this race, said it's not a good track for him, really tough. He didn't expect to have a good finish. Here he is up there leading early on. He has led every lap so far. AJ Godsey now right to the back bumper of Harley Barletta, as is Jeff Hinkle. No surprise to see Hinkle coming on late in a run. AJ Godsey looks to the inside, going down the back straightaway, off into 3. He sends it down in there, makes it stick. He's going to drift up just a little bit. Has to slow out, and Harley Barletta gets a run back on the outside. They're going to be side by side down the front straightaway. AJ gets a nose in front, coming through 1 and 2. He's got a car link, drifts up. He has got the position. move AJ Godsey up to second place here as they start to put cars a lap down. Matt Johnston and Jared Heasley, the first two to come to pit road at lap 40. They were losing laps, made the choice to come to pit road. Kevin Reed now up in the wall. Kevin Reed goes a lap down, up on the high side. He's going to be trying to get to pit road here in a moment. He's just trying to stay out of the way. Looks like he used up his tires a little too much early on, but that stacks up a lot of guys. Aiden the Kid Trevette right behind him. And let's watch Kevin. He is having to stay up high to let these guys go by. He gets low enough on that bump in 1 and 2. Stays high enough not to be in the way, but low enough that he doesn't get sent into the wall by the bump like we had seen in the previous lap. Meanwhile, David Garman continuing to just check off laps here. Now AJ Godsey is starting to close down on the leader. At the line, it is 1.7 seconds. As AJ came around Harley Barletta, it was 1.9. He is now picking up time. Last time by, AJ and Garmin were had the same lap time. We'll see if that continues. And the last two laps, AJ Godsey just a little bit faster. That time by, though, looks like Garmin was faster. And Garmin opened the lead back up to 2 seconds for the moment. Topher Baltimore also came to pit road along with Heasley and Matt Johnston. So those three are on fresh tires, and we'll start seeing them charge through the field here momentarily. Meanwhile, David Garman continues to open up the lead. And let's hop back here with Topher Baltimore, who's currently running in 11th. He is one lap down, along with a lot of cars around him that have pitted, but he is on those fresh tires. So as Zach Henson comes to pit road, Heasley also on fresh tires. Kevin Reed has come to pit road. And Jared Heasley on fresh tires. He's got to navigate around these cars right in front of him. The 11, the 81, and the 18, all on old tires. Jared Heasley has fresh tires. And with a three-car battle going on there, can Heasley get through there clean and start picking up some ground on the leaders? Get his lap back the old-fashioned way. If he can get clear of these cars, the more cars he can pass while he hits the fresh tires, the 18 ducks low. More cars he can pass, the better off he's going to be in the long run. Yeah, it is difficult to pass on the inside, and 3 and 4 for sure. 1 and 2, you can actually pull it off just a little bit if you get that line and force the other person up onto the bump. As Heasley on fresh tires, he is currently a couple of laps down, trying to make up any ground. Harley Barletta has come to pit road. Now all the leaders, Aiden Trevette, Kyle Holden, they are coming to pit road. The leader, David Garman, stays out, but he will not stay out very long. I would imagine we'll see him come this time. Him, AJ Godsey, Jeff Hinkle, Richie West, and Jason Rome are the only cars to have not pitted yet. David Garman goes by one more time. He is going to continue to stay out. The top 5 continue to stay out. 53 laps into the race. as pit stops cycle through. The first round of green flag stops for the night. David Garman has a 1.5 second lead over AJ Gotze right now. It looks like he might have slowed down just a little bit. Plus navigating some lap traffic, but he is definitely trying to stretch it. Is Garman? No, Garman is not coming to pit road. Jared Heasley is coming to get one of his laps back right now. Jared Heasley in the 32. Garman moves up half a lane, lets him by. He knows he's got fresh tires. No reason to battle him. AJ Gotze and Jeff Hinkle have both come to pit road now, so it is just Jason Rome, Richie West, and David Garman are the only three that have not pitted yet. We should be getting close to the end of their fuel run. They got to be getting really low on fuel here. Best estimates give them about 4 more laps. We'll see if any of them stretch that far. Richie West has now come to pit road, so it is just Garman and Rome that have stayed out. And look at that, Topher Baltimore, one of the guys that pitted early, he is now up to 3rd place. And I don't think there's anybody in this field that would not be rooting right now for Topher to have a little bit of luck and get that win tonight. He only has one more race. Next Sunday, the following Monday, he will has to get his wrist fixed. He's had some wrist injuries, so he is going to be out for several months. And I'm sure everybody would love to see him get his first win in BRR here tonight. Jason Rome and David Garman stretching that to the stretching their fuel and tires to the limit. Garman goes by one more time. Now we know he cannot make it to the halfway point on the fuel he's got. However, if a caution came out right now, he would trap a lot of cars a lap down. The only 2 cars on the lead lap right now, David Garman and Jason Rome. I am guessing that Harry Hogg put an extra long fuel line in his car here tonight, and he is going to stretch that thing as far as he can go. Topher Baltimore is back on pit road. And David Garman in first is not very far behind Jason Rome. Jason Rome being the only other car on the lead lap, but Garman is closing in on him. He is going to lap him before he goes to pit road. No, David Garman ducks to pit road now. The leader comes to pit road. The next time by, the lead will go to Jason Rome if he does not pit. Topher Baltimore coming back up off pit road. Not sure why he stopped when he did. That was a little peculiar. Will Jason Rome assume the lead, or will he come to pit road here? He is going to stay out and take the lead here. Move Jason Rome to first, and here comes Richie West to unlap himself. Not far behind, Topher Baltimore is about to unlap himself. Kyle Holden currently the 2nd place car. AJ Gotze in 3rd. Zach Henson in 4th. Once pit stops cycle through completely, once Jason Rome comes to pit road, Kyle Holden will have the lead. AJ Gotze will be in 2nd. Zach Henson will be 3rd. Aiden the Kid Trevette 4th, and Harley Barletta in 5th. But we've got a battle going on between AJ Gotze and Zach Henson here. Well, Jason Rome continues to extend his lead. I say that Jason Rome has lost on those old tires. He is losing a lot of time. These guys out here are running a 2.5. Jason Rome comes to pit road. The lead goes to Kyle Holden. 2nd place to AJ Gotze. Henson in 3rd, Trevette in 4th, and Barletta in 5th. Kyle Holden, the points leader coming into tonight, now assumes the lead. And now that the first cycle of green flag stops have come through, in about 13 more laps, we will have a competition caution. And just a quick look at the points as they run. AJ Gotze currently running in 2nd place. Came into tonight 10th. He should stay in the playoffs. However, JJ Parr not being here tonight, he is currently eliminated. Aiden the Kid Trevette running in 4th. As they run now, he should barely be in the playoffs. Heasley running in 9th place. Rick Sargent, Kevin Reed, all on the bubble now. And Matt Johnston. Matt Johnston and Kevin Reed are both tied in points right now. Matt Johnston would stay in. Kevin Reed would be out. Heasley might be in. It is so close in points. From 6th place Rick Sargent back to AJ, who came into tonight 10th, is just 4 points. Rick has 22 points. Matt and Kevin tied with 21. Jared with 20 and AJ Gotze with 19. Aiden the Kid Trevette came into tonight with 8 points. He has got to have a great race here tonight to be able to stay in the playoffs, and he's currently running 3rd and having a great race. Jason Rome, after staying out as long as he did, then coming to pit road, now being shown 4 laps down. Kevin Reed, Topher Baltimore, each 1 lap down. Everybody else, 11 cars on the lead lap. And it being the first week of summer, that kind of explains why we are missing quite a few people here tonight, but we've got most of the playoff contenders out here. Kyle Holden and AJ Gotze now battling for the lead. AJ has got to have the best possible finish here tonight, whereas Kyle Holden has a 4-point lead on 2nd place Harley Barletta coming into tonight. All Kyle has to do is maintain his position in front of Harley, as Jason Rome now on those fresher tires. Coming by 2nd place AJ Gotze, and going by 1st place Kyle Holden. Aiden the Kid Trevette 3.5 seconds back from the 2 lead cars. 5 laps until the competition caution. And AJ Gotze looks like he is going to make a move for the lead here. Off into 3 and 4. He was looking down to the inside in 1 and 2. Couldn't quite get there yet. Carries a lot of momentum off the middle. He's got a run coming down the front straightaway. Kyle is not going to make it easy, but AJ's got a nose out front. No bonus points for leading a lap in the playoffs. This is just for points, making up as many positions as he possibly can. AJ is going to fight behind. If anybody can make that pass on the inside, it's going to be that 5 car, but he can't get it done quite yet. AJ sends it through 1 and 2, still can't quite get it there, but Kyle definitely knows AJ's got the faster car here. AJ moving up half a lane. He carries a little momentum, gets a little side draft coming off turn 4, still can't get enough yet. Will he be clear here? He's not quite clear yet, but he is pushing that car, gets a little squirrely off turn 2. Here he comes on the bottom in 3 and 4. AJ Gutsy trying so hard to get it clear. One and 2, side by side again. AJ jumps. I think Kyle might have let him go there. And it is AJ Godsey to the lead right before the stage break, which should be coming any second now. There it is. Lap number 80, the halfway point. AJ Godsey to the lead. Kyle Holden in second. Garmin is up to third now. Garmin not a playoff contender. Aiden the Kid Trevette up to fourth. Hinkle is fifth. Henson sixth. Barletta seventh. Matt Johnson eighth. Richie West is ninth. Jared Heasley is 10th. Rick Sargent, Kevin Reed, Topher Baltimore, and Jason Rome rounding out the field. And as they cycle through, we'll let everybody get caught up and settled in. Then we're going to try and knock out an interview or two here. Let's see if we can get a hold of Jeff Hinkle. Oh, wait a minute. Let's let him get into his pit box, and then we'll talk to Jeff Hinkle. Jason Rome. I think he will not come to pit road. That might have been his strategy all along. We'll have to wait and see. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. Rick Sargent staying out. All right, let's see if we can get a hold of Jeff Hinkle. Hey, Jeff, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I sure do, Doug. How you doing?
Hey, man, pretty good. Hey, listen, you're not the fastest early in the run, but come the end of the run, you come charging back to the front, running these guys down quickly. Are you going to be any more aggressive in the second half?
I sure hope so. I hope that we get some more long runs, and that's in my favor. So, yeah, that'd be great if it works that way.
Well, you've definitely had, after about 20, 30 laps, you lost a little bit on that first run, but after about 20, 30 laps, man, you came charging back up towards the front. Hopefully you can pull that off again and get the win here tonight.
Yeah, that would be great. Thanks, Doug.
All right, man. Good luck, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, and let's see. Who have we not talked to yet? We have not talked to Richie West. Hey, Richie, this is Doug. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, buddy. Hey, not the run you wanted to go, but you're in ninth. You're currently on the bubble, on the points. You still got something left in that car for these guys up front?
Oh, yeah, I was just taking it easy there. I don't know if I have a shot to win, but I was just kind of biding my time. It's a long race, so.
All right, man. Well, hopefully you can get up there and pick up some points, stay in the playoffs here tonight.
Well, thanks, Doug. Yeah, that's the plan. I think we got something to get up there a little bit. Like I said, I was just saving a little bit.
All right, man. Good luck, and send it in there.
Thanks.
All right. That was Richie West, and we'll see. Let me see if I can get a hold of our points leader. Hey, Kyle. This is Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, what's going on?
Hey, man, you come into tonight with a 4-point lead, and then you just start to kind of walk away. Are you going to take it easy on them at all tonight?
I'm just trying to take it easy on the tires, really. It's going to be all about strategy today, so I guess we'll see how it plays out. Whoever has the freshest tires near the end and pits at the right time is going to be the one to win the race here, so I guess we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to try and take it easy this next time and see what happens because I kind of burned through really quick.
Well, we did see a few guys try and stretch right to the limit of fuel. Are you going to be trying to push to that limit, save that much, or just a little bit more than what you did?
Maybe just a little bit more than what I did earlier, but other than that, no, I'm not going to change a thing.
All right, man. Good luck, bud.
All right, thanks.
All right, Kyle Holden came into tonight with a 4-point lead. He is currently running second. AJ Gotze came into tonight in 10th in points, 1 point out of the playoffs. He is currently in first. His next closest competitor coming in tonight, Jared Heasley, back in 9th. Kevin Reed came into tonight in tied for 7th. He with Matt Johnston. Matt is currently running 8th. Kevin is 12th. Looks like if AJ can just keep up there in that top 3, he'll stay in the playoffs. Aiden the Kid Trevette came in here tonight with the biggest point deficit. He came in here with 12 points outside of the playoffs. He has got to have a heck of a run, but it looks like the kid is up front. He might just get it done here tonight. Pace car about to duck off. Hopefully they can keep it green this time by. If they can keep it green and run to the end, it's going to be all tires and fuel strategy. Green flag in the air after the stage break. Lap 86 off into turn 1, and here comes Garmin again. Garmin led most of the first half. He led until he went to pit road, and he stretched his tires for an extremely long time. Garmin is not in the playoffs, so he is just out here running for the win. And it is definitely showing that he is running for that win here tonight. He has been pushing that car to its limit. Further back, Zach Henson currently running in 6th, Jeff Hinkle in 5th, Aiden Trevette in 4th. All these guys battling to stay in the playoffs, especially that 11 car. Matt Johnston back there, he is currently in 7th place after starting 14th. He's picked up the most positions here tonight. He came into tonight tied for 7th place with Kevin Reed. Right now he is several positions ahead of Kevin, and there is Richie West, who's already picked up 1 position since the start. He is now back up in 8th place. Richie came into tonight 5th in points. And as long as he gets a decent finish here tonight with some of the positions some of these other guys are in, he should stay locked in and might be able to advance his position a little bit more. He is 7 points behind Zach Henson coming into tonight. Zach is right in front of him. If he can beat Zach Henson here tonight, he can pick up some points and get back up in contention for the championship battle. Next week we will be in Bristol. The following week we will be in Dover. And make sure that when that Dover race comes, everybody make sure that day, that evening, there is something very special and exciting planned for that night. Make sure you hit the share button on that. Make sure you're sharing the Facebook page, the Twitch channel, everything. You do not want anybody to miss out on that. I can't even give a hint away. I just promise you, if you've been alive in the last 10 years, the Dover race you will find epically hilarious, awesome, and a ton of fun. David Garman cannot get up there to AJ Godsey, but here comes the kid, Aiden the Kid Trevette, looking for second place here. Kid started in 7th. He is now up into 3rd, trying to get by Garman, trying to keep his position in the playoffs here tonight. And I saw something very funny here just a moment ago. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of somebody that's not in the field, but seems to be in the radio. Hey, Larry, this is Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, senor?
Hey, man, so you're not out on track tonight. What's that about?
Well, I've just, had sort of a rough night, a little frustrated after last night's deal, so I just decided to take the night off and help some of these guys down here. Spotting for Jeff and a couple of the other guys, so just taking a breather.
Oh, all right, understandable. I was right behind you last night when the lap 4 incident happened, so I understand completely. So, since you're the only other one not racing, let me ask you, who is your pick for the win tonight?
I think AJ. I mean, he was taking it easy there, and I think he's just gonna put his head down like he does. You know how that is. Well, he's down there on the boat. He's down there. He doesn't need the win, but I think he wants to come out and prove something tonight.
Yeah, he came into the night on the bubble in points because of the technical issues last week. So yeah, he is definitely trying to get up there, and he did say in pre-race that he had not had any practice and he was struggling a bit. So he's probably going to end up lapping the field.
Yeah. He's struggling.
You gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, well, I'll let you get back to spotting for those guys. Tell everybody I said good luck, and maybe we'll talk to you here in a bit.
All right, you take care, Doug.
Thanks. All right, that was Larry Ashby, driver of the 34. You heard him say after a rough race last night, he was involved in an incident on lap number 4 that sent him back. He was in the playoffs. He was in the truck playoffs, but I believe because of the early race incident last night, he is going to end up being eliminated. We'll wait and see how that plays out. All right, meanwhile, Aiden Trevette has backed off a little bit off David Garman. Garman picking up a little bit of speed, pulling away, holding on to second. And now Kyle Holden in 3rd place is running down Kyle, in 4th place, trying to run down 3rd place Aiden Trevette. And Jeff Hinkle is hanging out right back there. But here comes Zach Henson. Power move down the front straightaway to the inside. Jeff Hinkle gets right to the back bumper, has to check up just a little bit to not get into the back of Kyle Holden there. Manages to hang on to it, and everybody stays sorted out, but moves Zach Henson up to 5th, Kyle Holden in 4th, and Aiden the Kid Trevette in 3rd. AJ Godsey, meanwhile, he's kind of gone off into another zip code. 57 laps to go. He's got about a 2-second lead here. And the field looks like we got 2 cars not on the lead lap. Topher Baltimore 1 lap down. Looks like Jason Rome is about 3 laps down. Jason Rome trying an interesting strategy. He was stretching fuel, tires, everything to the absolute limit on that first run. And I think what his strategy was is stretch as long as he could so he didn't have to pit under the competition caution. But AJ Godsey, the leader, gets loose coming off 4, scrapes the wall, and does not lose any significant time because he's AJ. David Garman still 2.5 seconds. I think that may have made AJ faster, to be perfectly honest. AJ scrapes the wall and just takes off. Richie West now back to 10th. I did not see, hearing from Aaron that he might have gotten into the wall. Meanwhile, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and even 6th place Jeff Hinkle, all within less than a second of each other. All just right there, especially 2nd through 5th. They are just right there. Any mistake by any one of them, the other guys are going to be able to capitalize it. Don't count on David Garman to make a mistake. I wouldn't count on any of these drivers to make a mistake. Although if they continue to run like this, I spoke too soon as Zach Henson gets a little loose coming off turn 4. Jeff Hinkle now looking down to the outside, or down to the inside through 1 and 2. Zach a little squirrely off turn 2. I'm wondering if he burned his tires up early in this run. They've only been out there for about 23, 24 laps, but that last lap, that car was just not settled at all in the corners. And we've got a car up in the wall. It's David Garman. Oh, he stops on track. Caution is out. Try and rewind a little bit here and see what happened. It looked like he might have just dove in a little too hard. He did. He drove in, got to the high side, hit the bump in turn 1, and ended up in the wall. Our first wreck caution of the night. $50 laps to go. Everybody could make it from here on tires, on fuel. So who comes to pit road? Everybody's coming to pit road. AJ Gotze, Aiden Trevette, Kyle Holden, Zach Henson, Jeff Hinkle, Rick, Jared, Matt, Richie, Kevin, Harley Barletta, David Garman, Jason Rome. Everybody is on pit road. Topher Baltimore, by being a lap down, he'll stay out and get a waiver around here, so he will get back to the lead lap. And I'm hearing Richie West got pinched into the corner exit and went up into the wall. Aiden the Kid Trevette, AJ Gotze racing off pit road. Let's see if we can talk to AJ real quick. Hey AJ, this is your friendly neighborhood commentator. You got me?
I got you, Doug.
Hey, yeah, you're not struggling at all here, by the way.
No, like I said, this track's in my wheelhouse. It's one of my favorites, if not probably my favorite on iRacing. So I wasn't too worried with the lack of practice, but you never know. These guys are good. You're racing with the best.
Well, as you run right now, obviously you're going to stay in the playoffs after tonight, as long as you can hold on to first. And the kid behind you looks like mathematically he should stay in as well.
Yeah, I had no doubts about Aiden, man. That kid's a force to be reckoned with. I love racing with him. It's good to see him back. I love seeing Aiden out here. He's a lot of fun.
All right, man. Well, good luck dominating the rest of the race, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we don't get no more yellows. It should be a good one.
All right, man. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right. Let's see if we can talk to that kid. Hey, kid. This is Doug. You got me?
Gotcha, Doug.
Hey, worked your way up. You came into tonight with a big points deficit, but as you run right now, you will stay in the playoffs. But are you going to be able to get around that 5 car?
He is short class of the field, so it's going to be a tough one. All we can do is just try.
Well, you definitely have had a heck of a run. You seem to have a little bit more speed later in the run. Are you going to change your strategy up at all to try and make it to the end and be fastest at the end, or are you just going to keep going full bore?
I keep going, saving, see what we can do here. Hopefully we'll be there in the end. Short run, I got a good short run speed, but it won't keep up with his. So we'll try.
All right, man. Well, best of luck to you, kid.
Okay.
All right, they've got about one more pace lap. Let's see. Richie, this is Doug. You got me?
But I got you.
Hey, man, I heard you got a little damage a couple laps ago. Did you get that car fixed? You gonna be able to get back up there?
Yeah, we got it fixed. All I got to say, I'm a little irritated, but the 93 is behind me, and that's probably a good thing for him right now.
10-4. All right, man. Well, you're back up in 7th. You've got a little bit of a points gap right now that you can play with if you need it. So you should be safe for tonight, but best of luck to you, man. Hopefully you can keep it clean the rest of the night.
But appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like Richie has used his one fast repair. Obviously, he is unhappy with the 93 of Matt Johnston, who I am going to guess is the one that pinched him into the wall. We'll wait, and obviously admins will review the race in the morning, but in the meantime, Matt also running in the points. He came in tonight tied for 7th. They were 4 points behind Richie. Richie now running 7th. Matt now back in, looks like 11th. So should be pretty safe and clean. Pace car is in. Green flag in the air again. AJ Godsey gets a good launch at the start. Aiden the Kid Trevette right there. And here comes Zach Henson. And AJ and Aiden have checked out for the moment. They've got a good run away from Zach Henson coming through all 3 and 4 the first lap. And here comes Jeff Hinkle. 54 laps to go. Nobody else will stop. Nobody else has another set of tires. Caution is out. Harley Barletta crashed. Shades of what we saw last night in the truck. Oh! Had several cars. The 93, it looks like Jason Rome drifted up, got the 93, and got into Harley Barletta as well. Interesting turn of events. Shades of what we saw last night in the truck race. Right after the competition caution, everything started getting a little sketchy out there. And let's see if we can talk to Jared Heasley. He's starting to make his way back up now. Hey, Jared, it's Doug. You got me?
What's up, Doug?
Hey, man, definitely a rough start to the night, but you're starting to make a bit of a comeback here.
Yeah, we're good. We're making our way back up, but just been an ugly race for the last few laps or so.
All right. Well, any predictions? Are you going to be able to get up there and get a top 5 tonight? And you think you're going to be able to stay up in the points?
I think so. I think we'll be all right. Got a couple cars to pass. We'll be fine.
All right, man. Well, best of luck to you.
Yep.
All right, now I've got to ask a question of Topher Baltimore. Let's pull him in here. Hey, Topher, this is Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, I gotcha.
Hey, man, I had to ask, during that first long green flag run, you made your regularly scheduled green flag stop, and then you made a second run down pit road. Did you get a speeding penalty, or was that just a strategy, gas and go?
It wasn't me. I've only stopped 3 times.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
I could have swore I saw you come down pit road a second time.
Nope. Everything's going good right now. I'm back on the lead lap. I got 40 laps left. I got this.
All right, get up there and get that win. If you get within range of AJ, you might have to rattle his cage, but do what you got to do to get that win.
I'll do my best.
All right, good luck, Topher. Okay, apparently that was not Topher. I thought I saw a pit earlier. We'll have to go back and look at that later. The only other car that looks similar might have been Jason Rome. Jason not having a good night at all. He is struggling. He is several laps down now. It looks like 3 laps down. And, yeah, he tried a strategy play that definitely bit him. Jason not in the Cup playoff. He is in the Truck playoffs, although I do think he was eliminated there last night. We'll have to wait and see the final points and tallies tomorrow night. Don't forget to stick around immediately following this. I mean, it's going to be really close. We will have the Fast and Fun Variety Series, ARCA cars from Charlotte. Going to restart with about 40 laps to go. Looks like they're going to have one more lap. They should be stacking up this time by. Kevin Reed has managed to recover well. He was another one. Him and Jared Heasley both went backwards early in the race, but now here he is back up into 7th. Heasley back up into 6th. Topher Baltimore up in the top 10 again. Harley Barletta looks like he went to pit road, got his repairs, came back out. He is in good shape. Garmin also back out on the track. David Garmin currently being scored in 10th place. All right, getting ready for the pace car to drop off here. Green flag in the air again, and AJ Godsey gets another awesome restart. Aiden the Kid Trevette right on the back bumper. Zach Henson right there. Jeff Hinkle right there as well. Richie West in 5th, Kevin Reed in 6th. We heard Richie say after his incident, after he gets repaired, he has got a car for the top 5. It's looking like he is definitely going to be running these guys down here in a moment. Stacked up 2 wide right in the middle of the pack as Garmin picks up a couple of positions on the restart. Now up to 7th. Jared Heasley, Kyle Holden battling, coming through 3 and 4. Richie West trying to make a move around Jeff Hinkle up on the high side, and Kevin Reed now looking to the inside of Richie. And David Garmin still charging through the field. Jared Heasley and Kyle Holden still side by side down the back straightaway. Looks like Kyle backing off a little bit. No, he is going to get the run up off of turn 4. Kyle Holden is the points leader. Jared Heasley came into the night 9th in points. He was one of the cars on the bubble. JJ Parr now officially out of the playoffs. So 2 more cars, 2 of the drivers on track tonight will be eliminated. The question is going to be which 2. And the points are so close. Rick Sargent has dropped out of the race. Rick Sargent came in tonight 6th in points with 22 points. He is going to be another one that gets eliminated. That should secure Aiden the Kid Trevette's spot as long as he finishes in the top 3. That also shakes up the points tremendously. That means only 1 car left on track. will be eliminated. What a change tonight has been as the Kid is looking for the lead. Aiden the Kid Trevette looking low on the 5 car. Coming down the back straightaway, Aiden lost a little bit of ground. Kyle Holden now moving back up to 8th. Garmin is back up to 7th. Heasley back to 9th. Harley Barletta is the lowest running playoff contender right now, but he is so far ahead in the points, he could not be eliminated tonight. I think mathematically he could actually quit right now and not be eliminated. So that's going to leave it to, as they run right now, it would be either Matt Johnston or Jared Heasley. That's how close it is. It is impossible to tell. Aaron Mason watching multiple streams at once. AJ has now opened up a small gap, just over half a second, over Aiden the Kid Trevette. 3rd place is Zach Henson. Jeff Hinkle still in 4th. Richie West in 5th. And with the battle going on behind Richie, he's going to have a chance to break away just a little bit. Garmin battling with Kevin Reed, Kyle Holden, Jared Heasley, all 4 of them right there looking for position. Rick Sargent now back on track. He's got his connection fixed. Several laps down, though. But he is back out there. That throws the points back into question. I am done trying to do the math on who gets eliminated tonight. It is just too close. But right now, it is AJ Godsey in the lead. Aiden the Kid Trevette in 2nd, having the run he needed here tonight to stay in the playoffs. Zach Henson in 3rd. Hinkle is in 4th, and Richie West in 5th. And just according to how they're running, Richie West in 5th place. He will not gain any real points on the 4 cars in front of him. He came into tonight 5th in points. He won't make any substantial gains, but he will open up a little bit of a gap on the cars behind him. Rick does have some work to do at 11 laps down, but as long as he is out there running, actually just finishing at this point, he would get enough points that with some of these finishers, because he'll finish in 14th regardless, he might be already eliminated. We'll have to wait and see till the math is done after the race to find out for sure. But I think it's looking like JJ Parr and Rick Sargent both eliminated tonight. Either Kevin, Jared, or Matt will be eliminated as well. 23 laps to go. Don't forget to stick around immediately after the race. We will jump over, do the Fast and Fun Variety Series ARCA cars from Charlotte this week. The pack is starting to spread out just a little bit. 0.6 of a second from AJ to Aiden. 0.6 of a second from Aiden to Zach. Zach to Jeff Hinkle, 0.8 of a second. Hinkle to Richie West, 2.5. Richie West has a full second on Kyle Holden and David Garman as they continue to battle, and here comes Jared Heasley into that battle. Kevin Reed back into 9th. Matt Johnston up to 10th now. And Lord Topher Baltimore in 11th. And no, that title of Lord Baltimore is not a joke. He actually has some family land in Scotland, and that makes him a lord. Do with that what you will, guys. There is still time if somebody gets taken out, but as far out as they're spread, except for this little battle going on right here. Of course, if one of the top few in points gets another incident like Harley Barletta did, Harley now in 12th. He is going to lose some positions tonight. Zach Henson and Jeff Hinkle both running up in the top 5. Harley running back in 12th. Harley should drop to about 4th. If Richie's run continues to be in 5th place, if Richie finishes in 5th, he might actually move up to 4th in points. Came into tonight, the points battle starting to spread out just a little bit. Tonight shakes up the entire playoffs. The look of the playoffs going into next week, it'll be completely different. Well, except for one. I think Kyle Holden will still be up in the lead, but from second on back is going to look way different. 17 laps to go. Yeah, let's not say too much about Lord Baltimore and Jinx's bad luck. Or Jinx's luck tonight, let's say that. AJ Godsey continues to click away laps. He's got a 1 second lead over the kid, and now the kid has Zach Henson to the back bumper. Zach Henson looking for second here. Zach down to the inside, coming off 3 and 4. The kid has the run on the high side. Zach still trying to find a way around. Can't do it. Aiden opens up a gap again, but middle of 1 and 2, Zach closes right back up very quickly. It looks like Aiden has the run on corner entry in 1 and 2. Zach has the run on corner exit. When they get to 3 and 4, it's the exact opposite. Zach has the run on entry, and the kid had it off, but Zach Henson down to the inside. The battle for second. Aiden the Kid Trevette in second. Zach Henson in third. 14 laps to go. Can the kid hold him off? The kid gets a little bit of the wall on the back straightaway. Zach sends it down on the bottom through 3 and 4. Can't get there yet. Jeff Hinkle right there behind him, waiting for one of them to make a mistake. Further back, Holden and Garman. Richie West is now dropped back to 8th place. Heasley now up to 7th. Garman is 6th. Kyle Holden is up to 5th. 12 laps to go. Meanwhile, while these two battle, AJ Godsey continues to open up his lead. It's a 1.5 seconds as the battle for second place continues. Zach came into the night 4th in points. Aiden came in 11th in points. Aiden had to get a top 3 finish here tonight to stay in the playoffs. It looks like he's going to pull it off. Can he hold Zach off for another 10 laps? Zach Henson's got that 24, keeps looking to the inside, can't quite get there yet. The kid just holding on to it, running a perfect line every time. And now Jeff Hinkle is starting to jump back into the picture. He is starting to look to the low side. You heard Jeff say he still had something left in that car. He was not giving it all he had. If he gets the opportunity to get to the inside of the 24, that'll secure the second place position for the kid. Hinkle looking to the inside for third place, coming through 1 and 2. Now Henson has to battle Hinkle on the inside. This is Aiden's one chance to get a runaway, but Hinkle down on the bottom. Jason Rome coming to pit road. 3-car battle for second, third, and fourth. AJ Godsey now 2.5 seconds ahead. 7 laps to go. The kid getting a little squirrely off turn 4. He is pushing that car for everything he's got. He's got a little bit of a gap, but Hinkle now sending it down into turn 1 and 2. We saw him do this a couple laps ago. He managed to get around Zach Henson, but the kid fighting back on the outside. Hinkle went down to the inside again. Looks like, as always, the master of saving tires, Jeff Hinkle, has saved enough. Will he be able to pull off a second place finish here? 5 laps to go. Hinkle back down to the inside. He's got a nose ahead as they come through 1 and 2. AJ Godsey almost a 3-second lead now as they battle for second place. Hinkle's trying to take second place here. Aiden fights back on the outside, gets a good run up off of turn 4, trying to get a nose ahead, but Hinkle can dive it down further into 1 and 2 on the bottom. He gets a car length ahead. Aiden's going to try a crossover. He can't quite get there yet. Jeff Hinkle now to second. Aiden the Kid Trevette to third. Zach Henson in fourth. Kyle Holden now up into fifth. David Garman recovered back up to sixth after the incident earlier. Jared Heasley, first lap, had difficulties. He is now back up to 7th. Richie West in 8th after some earlier incidents and damage to the car. Harley Barletta got wrecked out. Still has some pretty significant damage to that car, but is picked back up to 9th. Matt Johnson now in 10th. Topher Baltimore in 11th. Kevin Reed looks like he will be the other car eliminated tonight as AJ Godsey comes around. He will take the white flag. AJ Godsey takes the white flag one more time around. Chalk up another win. Jeff Hinkle has already opened up a gap. Aiden the Kid Trevette now in third. Should keep his playoff hopes alive, but here comes AJ Godsey across the line for the win. Hey AJ, this is Doug. You got me, buddy?
I got you.
Hey, that is one heck of a way to celebrate when you cross the line, especially after your race last week at Pocono, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. It feels good. I knew I had to be aggressive tonight after the PC issues last week, so I was charging to the front and staying in the front at all costs tonight.
Well, you definitely got it done. You kept your playoff hopes alive. Not only that, with those people that look like they'll be eliminated, you'll move up quite a bit in the points before this thing is all said and done.
That was my hope tonight, was make up as many points as possible. I knew I dug a big hole after last week, so feels good. Get this 5-car, the Hendricks.com. Kyle Larson, I represent the Larson paint scheme tonight after the last couple weeks of dominance. Was hoping it'd bring me good luck.
All right, man. Congratulations. Go celebrate. Have a great night, buddy.
Dougie.